Good morning, everyone. It is, I'm having detox in my throat, therefore the bad sounds of my throat. It is like 8 o'clock in the morning. I have responded to questions and just browsing through social media. I follow a few people that I like to see what they're uploading and their content, and there is something we need to talk about, guys, and that is herbs. I want to talk with you about herbs, and I want to talk about fruits as well. So we say that herbs are toxic. We say that herbs are not optimal, and why do we do that? We got a lot of questions and triggered people asking and questioning of this when we said that, sorry, herbs are not for us. Why is that? Number one, promoters of herbs are mostly Morse. I love Morse. I love his work, most of it. He is a fine man who wants to help people. He doesn't wear health himself, and that is okay. Sometimes you don't have to practice what you preach, but it's also a bit weird if someone not practice what they preach. I'm Swedish, so I'm sorry if I have weird English sometimes, but I just saw an Instagram video of someone having a discussion, and they made a post about it, and someone said, of course you can regenerate someone who is unhealthy and through curing the illness, and he said through God's herbs, and then he said, I don't know if he even mentioned fruit really, and I just flipped. I was like, I'm gonna make a live video about this because we need to talk about this. So people that first of all, if you buy Morse's herbs, I did that. I received one gift from a friend of mine in Sweden who had a bag of Morse's herb heal stomach tea or something. I tried it. I didn't like it. It tasted like shit. And number one, when that is the first response that my body gives, I think, okay, but why? So I need to add sweetness and stuff like that. Sorry, I just gotta do this. I'm so sorry. It's so disgusting. Just detox. And also using water that is needs to be boiled and stuff, and it boils and it was just not optimal. And you do buy from Morse tends to, it's herbs that is dried, can be stored for a super long time, and just those two things proves that, okay, if it has a long shelf life, it is already dead food. We're not about dead food, even if it's God herbs. There are also the herbs itself. I know people say wild herbs does regrow, but when you take these plants, you kill them, and these plants have a defense mechanism to make us and other animals and insects not eat them. Basil, for example, that is toxic in high amounts. The thing is, people they don't live off herbs. Why? Because you can't. Can you live off fruit? 100% yes. And also, Morse, everyone wants to get money. We need money in this world, okay? And when you find a way to get money, although Morse does a lot of work and he does try to help people that are financially struggling, I'm just saying truth bombs here. I'm sorry. Oh man, what was I saying? That the herbs is a way for Morse to make money. So there are videos where Morse is like, oh, someone is having low thyroid. Oh, use the tincture or use that herb. Really good. But if you listen to Morse's videos, there are videos where he says you can heal anything on fruits and fasting. You do not need to use my herbs. Did anyone hear that, or was that just us? So we're going to talk about the Daily Green Boost. We can do that another time. I will definitely do that. So now it's about the herbs. So also one thing, people that tend to use herbs are in environments that is not full of tropical fruits, ripe fruits, well-grown fruits, fruits that are full of nutrients and all the stuff that it's supposed to contain. And therefore, they may need to add in these things. I love to have parsley in my green juice. I like the flavor, but it is not 100% optimal. I do not eat herbs. And when I have it, I have parsley and I put it in my juice. Why? When I am in Sweden and I dumpster dive it and I don't find anything else. Because that helps to just create just feed me. You know, of course we can fast, but we can only fast an extended amount of time. We need nutrients. I don't believe in breatharianism. I believe that we have a symbiotic relationship with nature. So if people try to heal other people, the differences me and Ali are doing is that we say to you, there are thousands upon thousands of fruits that no one's talking about. Is Morse mentioning noni? No. Is anyone mentioning durian? No. Is anyone mentioning calamansi or jeruk limau? No, because people don't know about these fruits. They only do the grape and lemon fast and take herbs and think that that is the only way to heal. The herbs are the best. The herbs will heal anything. But there are fruits more powerful than any herb. Have you ever had a monomil of noni? Soursop. These fruits are cleansing AF. And so the thing is, when you get to fruit abundance, you're not looking at any leafy greens. When I'm in the tropics, I am 100% fruits. I brought with me some Daily Green Boost. I did. The reason I have Daily Green Boost is because I sometimes have salt cravings. This is a mental thing, but also connected to my low thyroid, which probably have deficiency in iodine and not optimal absorption of calcium. And the Daily Green Boost has a longer shelf life, yes. So it's not fully living, yes. The thing is that this is a really, what is it made of? Daily Green Boost, it's barley grass. So what I'm saying, it's not a herb, but it's not optimal either. I would like, you can 100% live without the Daily Green Boost. But what I can say from my experiences that I would rather have a bit of Daily Green Boost to help my salt craving or when I want something non-sweet instead of going for a big salad with like carrots and stuff like that. I'd rather have tomatoes and Daily Green Boost. Simple, done. Wait, it's a little bit itchy here. Celery juice, I like celery juice a lot. Also, I have that when I am mostly in Sweden or in countries that have celery. When I would have it, I would only dumpster dive it. In London, I had some because once again, the fruit wasn't there. The fruit wasn't there. But even when the fruit could have been there, I would like some celery juice. So I am okay with that. It's not a fruit. It is a herb, right? But yeah, it's an interesting thing. But what I just wanted to talk about is when you say that herbs heal everything, and when you say that the herbs will do it. No, the body does it, and the fruit is more efficient. Morse says that too. So I think there's going to be a little bit of loss in what I'm saying right now because I'm just flowing. When you're writing, it's so easy to just like reread and change and stuff like that. Let me see here. I haven't been reading anything really. You're so right. I'm confused why you also promote Daily Green Boost. Yeah, I went through that. Do you eat many fresh greens? Wild? No. I don't believe in the good bitter stuff. What is the good bitter stuff? You want sweet, alkalizing, hydrating stuff that is enjoyable to eat. I picked some dandelions in Sweden and I juiced it and I was like, so for me that is the number one. The body knows. The body knows whether to eat it or not. If you drink something and the body does not want it, that is something you need to listen to. The knowledge this body have is more than the information that we put in our brain, because it can just go on and on and on and on. And you just get lost in it. Go down into the body. Eat these types of foods, herbs and fruits, and see, do I enjoy eating dandelions? No, you don't. Not as much as you like eating a mango meal. And even having the fruits that are pharmaceutical, such as noni, that are very intense. These are the spicy foods that are like, ooh, but it is a fruit. It digests well. It is not toxic to you because you're in symbiosis with the tree. You plant the seeds. Well, if you want to know how much it costs to fly from Europe to Thailand, just Google it. I'm not a travel, sorry, but like, how difficult is it to Google it? I don't see the issue. So, it does contain minerals. Herbs do too, yes. But eating banana leaves contain minerals. Eating onions contains minerals. Everything contains minerals and stuff like that. It was either you can get vitamins from minerals from vitamins. I don't fully remember that. Ali spoke to me about it. But just because something have minerals, should you eat it? No. Animals have minerals. Yay! Someone hit a notification after watching my video. That is like exactly what I want. Oh, I'm so happy. Jane Deneen, please send me a DM on my private Instagram account if you're here. Daniela.rawandwild. So it's raw n. It's not and n wild. Please send me a DM and we can talk about this in discussion, because this is topics that is more one-on-one. So these were the things I just popped into my head that I want to debunk. Because what we need to realize is, even in the health movement, in the raw holistic herbalism fruitarian movement, there is misinformation. Say that again. There is misinformation in the health movement too, even in the fruitarian. So what we need to do is, even although someone have been like Morse teaching about fruits and fasting and herbs and detox for like 40 plus years, doesn't mean that everything he says is true and now I need to take in everything he says. You can still question. So we always will evolve as we learn about this process, because eating this way is a way that's been lost for thousands of years. So it's definitely a practice of going back, but it's also a practice of letting go of information. We get people saying, have you done the research? Have you done the research? How do you know this? How do you know this? Sometimes you just know in your heart. You don't always have to have research. You do through experimenting, trial and error, and listening to your heart and your intuition. Doesn't mean that Raw Alignment, when she listens to her intuition, goes and eats salmon, but it's deeper than that. It's about going back to nature, going back to simplicity. Yes, I know Marcus Rothkranz. I don't know if I should continue the live. Maybe I should. I will try to upload this, because I've been having like 2 live videos, but it didn't get uploaded. But I hope this one will, because this herb thing is, and I know I'm not the only one. me and Ali, we're not the only ones saying this, but for some reason the God's herbs thing have gotten so into people's heads that it is difficult for them to think out of the box, just like meat eaters can't think out of the box with fruits being the thing. Yes, me and Ali are planning on doing a grape fast. We are also planning on doing retreats kind of thing with grape fast in Italy, France, or something at the vineyard. So it is something we are planning. When that will happen, it is when the time is right. So it is when we are fully capable of being there for you, because we're still detoxing bad. Oh, we're still detoxing really well. So, and we're doing that without any herbs. So, that's really what I wanted to say, guys. Just question everything and try it for yourself and think about logically. Use your common sense. What is best? Eating, even if it may be conventional, what is best? Eating a watermelon or drinking a herb tea? It is actually the watermelon, and it is from my heart I'm saying this. I don't want to bash on Morse, but sometimes you need to wake these people up too. Even though I've only been in the movement for almost 3 years, I went hardcore straight off. I was only like 3 months in when I was in the jungle of Borneo foraging durians by myself, living in the jungle and really doing it in a way that more similar we were doing back in the days. And I did that. I did those things when people have been on fruits and raw food for 20 years and they still haven't left their country. So there's a difference also in what experience do they have. I have a lot of experience despite my age and despite the time I've been on fruits, around what types of fruits to eat and how to detoxify yourself. So that's all I needed to say. I will upload this now, and much love to you all. I'm sharing this because I'm caring about you and I'm caring about myself, and I just want us to get aligned, get on the same page. What's your take on the menopause? Anyway, so you can send me a message about that. Much love. Bye.